Hi, good evening. I am Chris Thornley, Chairman of the Board of Health. This is the regularly scheduled meeting for the Board of Health of Monroe, September 10th, 2025. Time is approximately 6:10, and I'm calling the meeting to order. Um, Going right down our agenda items, our public participation. There is nobody else logged in at this point in time. So we will move right to the next item, which is the acceptance of the minutes. We will start with the minutes from the meeting of May the 14th, 2025. I have read and vote to approve said minutes.
I will second it.
Okay, Michael?
Third.
Thank you. All right. Next, we will go on to the minutes of the July 9th meeting, 2025. And again, I will vote to accept said minutes.
I will second it.
Thank you. Mary Beth?
Agreed.
Excellent. All right. So the acceptance of the minutes from the two previous meetings have been accepted and carried forth. I will now turn the meeting over to our new Director of Health. Welcome, Laurel.
Thank you.
Hope you are finding everything okay over in Town Hall. We're going to let you go ahead and do your thing and kind of go over everything with us. So take it away.
Yes, everything is so far so good. Um, we just touched briefly before Chris and I, the extent of the items that you received obviously will not be like this every time. It was just kind of an overview of some of the things that we have been working on, and going forward, I will just simply touch on the pertinent information, grants, budget, and so forth. Um, we are pretty much on track with all of our food. We've had a few new temp events this summer that Samantha did inspect, so there was a bit of an increase there. Septic and new construction for residential is kind of slow, but we do have some commercial projects coming in for storage facilities and new hair salons. So that is good, and it continues. Um, we continue to train in septic. So I've been going out with Samantha and Kelsey to kind of just see how they've been doing things to get everybody on the same um, path and procedure. Um, let's see. As far as grants, we still have the two workforce development and the emergency preparedness. We are up to date with all the reporting and deliverables for the emergency preparedness grant. Sue Cozy is still helping us maintain those progress reports. Workforce development, we have, as of June, $35,000 still in there to spend. So we'll be talking with the staff and seeing if there's any upcoming training needs or things that we can use to spend that on that will benefit them and the department. Jill had a little bit of an uptick in vaccinations because Trumbull Health District is in need of a medical director right now. So she's been a little bit more busy, which she enjoys, and we're glad to help them out. And then we do have our flu clinics coming up in October for the senior center and Monroe Town Hall staff. And then as far as revenue and the budget from last fiscal year, the report that was done, that Barbara had done, is a little bit off. And part of it is because we're now using OpenGov, so it's a little bit hard to manipulate it at this time. Everybody's still kind of in a training process with that. So I think some of the information she pulled as far as revenue for that time period is not exactly accurate. And then also what she had put down for July and September 24, it was not accurate either. It was only 9,700. So it wasn't that big of a difference. I know it looks a little bit crazy in the numbers, like why is it so different? It was only a few $1,000s, and that is also because we had a few new restaurants open, Chipotle and Aldi and a few things. So that was where the increase
Mm.
was from the years. Um, but as far as that, everything else is on track. We actually had over 4,700 in revenue from what was proposed for the budget, so that's good. Um, and that will the next fiscal will be starting in about October, and we'll be working with finance. She's going to be getting me new templates and things to get that going for hopefully the next meetings to see. And that's pretty much it. From my end, I don't know if anybody has any questions about anything that I sent to you.
Well, it looked pretty straightforward to me.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. And we're
So
using a tracking sheet that everybody's using to help kind of see who's doing what and how much. So that's
yeah, so
it.
my first question would be the um the new revenue report thing that I received um was, I guess it was called revenue 725 to 920 um it was like each B100 application was listed out.
Yeah. So,
um that kind of detail, we certainly don't need to know
hmm
every single one of those. um
yeah.
if you look more like at um the spreadsheet that she had sent out that I had requested
Yep.
for last fiscal year. That's more of kind of what I know I'm used to looking at.
hmm
And the same thing with the not just the revenue report, but the actual the activity report as well. That way, from month to month, uh, we're able to look at the individual months and then look at an aggregate total. And then obviously because of the way it's set up, it would obviously also show that, percentage of to projected budget type thing.
hmm
Um, but it kind of threw me for a loop as I'm looking at it going, I don't understand this for a minute. So I really had to kind of try to figure it all out. Uh,
Yeah.
you
And
know, I don't know if that's a matter of because of the open gov situation and you guys trying to transpose numbers into something that is actually readable for normal folks like me.
yeah. It's a transition. So, with me trying to figure out all of the things that were left behind, there's probably a million versions of spreadsheets that I've been going
Hmm.
through.
Yep.
On top of trying to help with the OpenGov, um, and using it for what we're supposed to be using it for. So ideally, this won't look like this, but this is what Barbara pulled up. But again, it's a matter
Okay.
of figuring out how to use it
Sure.
appropriately, which we
Yep.
have to get there. Finance is working with me to get things a better template, just because it doesn't. I know what you're saying, and I agree with you that we can button this up um, for the next time. But I did get something from them. I mean, that is probably more what you're looking for. It was
Hmm.
just, I don't know, between trying to do this and working with the staff, there's a little bit of confusion. So
No problem.
I
No
didn't want
problem.
to
I just wanted to
ruffle
mention
too
that.
many feathers
Yeah.
at the moment, but we are on track either way. But
Yep. Okay. Again, it's just more of what we're used to seeing.
yeah, right.
And again, in that particular the revenue report that Barbara had sent out, that's what we're kind of more used to being able to see, so we can
Mhm.
compare month to month to month rather than like, again, like you guys have 3 months kind of squished together kind of thing, which is fine. It's not obviously any real big whoop-de-doo kind of thing, but
Mhm.
it was more of just for a convenience for comparison. That's all.
Yes. No, I totally get that. We'll get that situated,
Sure.
and working with our crew here.
Okay.
Um,
Sounds like a plan.
yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean,
Okay.
for that aspect.
Okay. No, feel free to move on whenever you're ready.
Yep. So, old business, moving on to that, we pretty much covered in the report some of the old business. There was some July events that Samantha and some of the staff just wanted to highlight. So I did put it into that little report regarding her going to that conference in Arizona for the leadership conference. She was pretty excited about that. So I just put that little plug in
Hmm.
right up I gave you, for her leadership training and certification. And then the Monroe Police Night Out was actually a bigger turnout than usual. There was probably over 3,000 people that came to that.
Wow, that's a lot.
Wow.
We had a really busy table, and it was nice to see people coming and taking some of our tchotchkes, if you will, and asking for information. So those were
How
just
many people usually attend that? Do you know?
last year I didn't attend, but Kelsey said that it was only probably a few hundred people, whereas this one was
Yeah,
over
wow,
3,000. So it was a big
wow,
difference and very very busy night.
wow, that's great.
Yeah. And then
I don't know all the
sorry.
cars. I
Which,
don't know where they fit all those.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
it was a jam-packed parking lot on both sides of Wolf Park. It was very very busy. Um, and then OpenGov again, we're still trying to work with that. There's some internal training that I don't know if it has happened. There's a little confusion on things that are being uploaded and how to create reports. So again, that's just a transitional thing, and hopefully we'll get it together in the next few months with using that as our
Mm.
sole program versus FileMaker and all of these other things we were using. Um, Now moving on to new business. So I've noticed, and I didn't put anything in here about that. I just wanted to put it out there that there's things in the fee schedule that we don't do, and we have a fee for it. And there's things in there that we do that do not.
Mhm.
And so I want to revise it and put it more in line with the services that we're currently providing. And then also it'll help with our budget and reporting because things aren't really correlating right now from what I'm seeing. Like we're lumping together food service, and we have a new code, the FDA food code, and some of the just even the terminology needs to be updated. We don't call things itinerant food vendors anymore. They're now mobile food establishments. Like there's certain things like that that aren't, jiving with current standards and what we're doing. So I just want to hopefully update that so that by July 1 of next year for the budgeting period, it's all formalized.
that sounds great.
And obviously, I'll
Fine.
present that hopefully in one of the next few meetings, just so you could see what that will look like.
Yeah, at this point,
Mhm.
uh, obviously being brand new there, I'm sure you have a lot on your plate. As far as changing any fee schedules and so forth, that normally doesn't happen till the spring,
Mhm. Yeah. No,
for
it
the
won't
start
happen
of the
till then.
new fiscal year, which
Yeah.
obviously is July 1.
Right.
So obviously you're more than welcome to put together like some ideas and so forth.
Mhm.
Um, we typically will do like a little bit. Many years ago we had some real budgetary issues because the codes had completely changed,
Mhm.
and this was actually still when Nancy was here, so we had to do a lot of changing in
Mhm.
the way we were calculating how much each type of quote class of food service per
Mhm.
businesses were done and how much to
Right.
charge and different things like that. So
Yeah.
we kind of started to say, like October, we could start to, at least as an overview, very high level, start talking about budgetary type things. November, obviously zeroing down a little bit more because we have to be able to have, you need to be able to present to us a budget so we can vote on it.
Mm-hmm.
So January 1st, you're giving it to the first selectman office.
Correct. Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind, but so you can typically, what we have done in the past is, okay, whatever dollars and cents, if we've had a large swing in businesses of either restaurants, salons, what have you,
Mm-hmm.
um, adjusting what we think, total revenue might be, and then, whatever the fee schedule is. I can't imagine it would be some kind of huge difference where it's going to be tens or twenties of thousands of dollars going to be different in fees, either down
No.
or
Mm-hmm.
up. And just kind of go with the numbers that we had currently,
Mm-hmm.
and then, whatever we, all collectively decide this is a good idea as far as this fee schedule goes. Sometime in the spring, you present it to us, we'll talk about it, you give us your ideas, we'll give you some of our feedback, that sort of thing. And then at that point, we'll vote on it, and then we send it off to council.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yep. Yeah.
And also what was helpful, I remember, Chris, we would get kind of like what other towns, local towns were charging as well, which I thought was
Right.
kind of helpful. We were trying to
Absolutely.
stay.
Good point, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
So, at that point, obviously, you can, do some, surveying of the other municipalities around.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm not really looking to increase any of the line items per se.
Mhm.
If anything, maybe adding something.
And
Um,
again, what,
so yeah.
you're the
Mhm.
director, Laurel, okay?
Mhm.
We're just an oversight people. So you tell us what you need,
Mhm.
and we will do everything that we can to try to help you do your job better.
Mhm. Thank you. Appreciate it. But yeah, that's what I was kind of just wanted to put that out there for the amendments to that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. For
Um,
sure.
and that would obviously align with some of the codes and regulations. I've noticed that they have not been updated in quite some time, and some of them, like as far as subsurface sewage, our salons, um, they're kind of limited, and makes it a little harder when you're trying to work with people and explain to them why something has to be a certain way. Um, we don't really have much to fall back on
Mm.
locally. And we do have obviously state regulations, but many districts and towns have created their own codes and ordinances, which, um, like for example, our salons, we don't really have a formatted code, and it doesn't include certain aspects of the things that we should inspect or well need to inspect really, like massage. We have tanning in there, but it doesn't like talk about what we're looking for or what the sanitation aspects of that. It's just like a line item where, you know, we license tanning salons by a certain date and nothing else. So it's just
Mm.
very limited. So I just feel like there should be more detail to those regulations. And even the food service regulations. We are now with the FDA code, as you know, and the classes and all these things changed, back when Nancy was here, but that code itself has not changed to reflect that and the
Mm.
things that
Okay.
we have to do now. So, um, I
That
mean,
seems like it would be important.
yeah, and I mean, it's a little bit of a tedious task. It's not like we would have to create our own, really. There's so many other towns and districts have them. I've rewritten them before in every place that I've worked at. So, in a sense, we like to borrow from each other. So, but that's just a thought that I'm putting out there, and obviously, it would be something to be presented and discussed at a later time. But
Sure.
I'm just feeling that for for our purposes and services that we're providing, it would be a lot easier for us if we had something more concrete to go back on.
Absolutely.
So, that's pretty much it with that too. We checked off another item.
Bang, bang.
So yeah, I mean, that's all I think I have for now. Um, and if there's no other questions from you guys, I think that's all I have for today.
Okay.
Great.
Anything from you, Mary Beth?
No, just super excited to have you on board.
Thank you.
I'm really excited to see what you're going to do and how you're going to shore things up. It's great. We're lucky to have
Yes.
you.
I'm excited. Thank you.
Yeah.
Mike, any questions, concerns, or testimonials that you have?
No, I think I'm good.
Okay. All right, so I will, at this point in time at 6:31, motion to go ahead and adjourn the meeting at this time.
I second it.
Thank you. Mike,
Third.
Laurel.
Third.
Okay. All right. So we are officially adjourned.